What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. We're gonna just chill out, do some Uber Sundays. I always enjoy these because it's not like I can't chill out in an OU live. I do that from time to time, but there's a charm to the Uber Sundays that you can't deny. And if you'd like to get into Ubers, if you're curious about it, very fun tier. And for some reason, people are generally more successful in this tier to begin with, as opposed to other ones. The link is in the description for the Discord, guys. There are so many resources in the description. I was gonna say time and time again. I guess it kind of is time and time again. I'll get an occasional comment asking me about something that is in the description. Check the description, ladies and gents. Actually. If you're more fascinated with me as a person or my philosophies, or kind of you want a peek as to a little like a peek of who I am, kind of basically the type of things that fascinate me. Actually many people don't know, but at the base of the description there are 3 books that I recommend that help people in general, but also assist with, I wonder if this is Safeguard. I wonder if that's the move. But also assists with things that aid in Pokemon, but also aid outside of Pokemon. Let's see. This is a very interesting build because I'm not sure what to expect. Parry Song, I'm maxed with F. I probably can trap Eternatus. That's probably why it's there. I'm assuming the Mew is default. Really not too sure to what to expect from the Mew, to be honest with you. Like I expect like maybe taunt and all these things. And I have a team, so yeah. Okay, so I expected that. This is the only thing that could 3 KO it, or that's not true, but it forces him to stick to one hazard. Because taunt's gonna wear off next turn, I assume. No, I was wrong about that. But taunt wears off here, and so he has to pick his next Pokemon very wisely. And so he opts for Grimmsnarl because he's like, yo, I'm gonna need you taunted, homie. So obviously he's gonna flamethrower here, and then he's gonna screen set up. This is gonna definitely be a learning experience type of game because I'm not sure what Grimmsnarl should still be a 2-hit KO. No. Actually did 42 East for Def, so he's gonna dual screen, and then it forces the taunt again, which is dope. He actually goes to his own Volk, which is interesting for a couple of reasons, considering I have my Pex, my Blissey, and so I'd assume maybe he Safeguard as well. My dope tree is so important. Maybe, let's say he is Safeguard, Mono Roost, because I could just go hard Dougie and kill him here, because there's no way he actually could fire move. I'm curious as to what these run though, because the flamethrower did a ton, so I don't think he's bulky. So what I'll do is go Blissey here, and I'll Toxic hard. If he Dynamaxes and goes that route, then I can stall and then Dougie kill. Just not enough information on the tier at the time as yet to, but I know if he Safeguards here I can handle him. Okay, so he seems to just be likely a Dynamax variant, and because I intend to defog, well, do I intend to defog? Because what would I be defogging on? It'd have to be Zacian. Probably can get one off versus Eternatus just because I think he's natural bulk. And so he's gonna Dynamax here, obviously. Go for this Max Flare. I'll probably die to Max Flare. I know what I'll do. Because Toxapex is irrelevant. I probably get 2 KO with the Sun Up, so that's why I didn't want to heal. But that's actually not true. But what I can do is go Pex here, then pivot back to Blissey. I don't need Pex nor Blissey, so even if he were to predict here, it's still the same stuff. So it's gonna hurt. Oh my fucking god, he crit me. That's really whack that he crit me there. Because now I'm gonna lose a ton of my mons, whereas I didn't need to lose. Like, Pex wouldn't have died there. Well, actually, maybe it would have. Maybe it would have. Maybe I'm overestimating Pex, as I overestimated Blissey. But as I said, it's not the end all be all for me, especially because my Volk likely can counter sweep him. I haven't Dynamax yet, and he's super weak to my, like, I just send in Dugtrio in a little bit and it's just a wrap. So it'll take tier to obviously stall a bit. Bug Buzz, he's dead. Let's try to double protect here. You hate to see it. Yeah, but I eat that like a champ. He didn't want to miss the Fire Blast and get no damage. Understandable, as Zacian's likely to come out, which I want to see, because actually goes Grimmsnarl, which is going to be taunting, which is going to be actually reflected, which is interesting because, well, I guess not. I guess it's not that interesting. It's pretty expected. The smartest play here would be to taunt. Light screen doesn't really matter. Yeah, you taunt there, because what he's trying to do is get a free switch into his Zacian. He actually goes Eternatus. I don't understand Eternatus. Unless he's placking Sludge Wave. But even then, I'm pretty sure I'll just sweep him with Volcarona if he is packing this. So let's see, with Perishong here, he has agility. Maybe he didn't know that I'd have Perishong. I mean, what did he think Azu would do? He doesn't even know that. Huh? My man isn't a part of the. He's not with the shits, man. Do I want him dead? He has a lot of reflect turns left. I actually don't want him trapped. I guess it doesn't matter. He can't touch me. I guess it doesn't matter. So basically what I was thinking about is like, oh well, Zacian can. But what's likely gonna happen is it's Darmanitan or Zacian's gonna come out here. Yeah, I have Rocky Helmet, so even if he flamethrowers here, it's fine. Yeah. So Eternatus, I didn't think he'd sack Eternatus, but what I'll do is just protect stall, Dougie, and then Volcarona destroy. Because Zacian can't kill Volcarona in one hit. And so I just go Azu, Perishong. I suppose I could have kept the Azu in and just Perishong spammed. I'm surprised he went Darm. I'm guessing he's going to try to Blitz spam, but I have too much Reflect. Tries to Earthquake. If he Scarf, that won't work. Either way, Dougie comes in. Mementos and I Quiver Dance Sweep. Dougie's just such a beast, you know? Such a beast. Such a beast guy, you know? It's supposed to be beasting. So I'll Whirlpool. I want you in. Excellent, excellent. So we Memento here, because I don't want to play around with Stone Edge business. Besides, there's no reason that Stone Edge there. He could be banded, just based on how much he's doing. Doesn't matter now. Do I have any defense? Yeah. I'm like mad bulky. Yeah. 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 This is over. Just to make sure. What was my speed tier anyway? It doesn't matter. Just to make sure we're not in quick attack range. Kidding. Dynamax sweep. Matter of fact, let's just end this game. But yeah, it's impossible for me unless I misclick. Because even if he has quick attack, I'm gonna Dynamax. A quick attack couldn't kill me from here. Maybe a quick attack crit. Good destruction. And so Volcarona did what I expected it to damn do. I think he didn't realize that Zacian, I mean, Eternatus loses to Azumarill. Maybe he thought that I'd be scared out with the Sludge Wave bluff. But at that point, Azumarill had served its purpose. Guys, I've been learning so many so many interesting things as of late that I'm really excited to introduce to you guys. You guys don't even realize, man, I'll be seeping in the philosophy and the lessons via Pokemon. Though, you know, in any discipline there are always things to learn. And you remember me touching on it in yesterday's video. T-Spikes are really good here. Corviknight guards well against Hippo. This Ozu's actually low-key a problem, like just period. Dugtrio is going to be critical for Cinderace and Volcarona sweeps, particularly with T-Spikes up. But Ozu is just a massive impediment for my opponent. However, Lunala is the same, particularly if it's choiced. And which is why I think this particular Ozu set just does amazing. Because I've been running in 3 weeks in a. This is going to be the 3rd week if it's choice scarf as well. But I've run into 2 times in a row. I've run into electric move, max airstream. Interesting. So he just used his Dynamax like that, and he's orb. So that would have done 80 per Jesus. He might max Mindstorm here, which might one-shot me. I won't die to max airstream nor max Mindstorm. What I could do is that's risky. I don't want my Azumarill gone. Like the natural response here would be okay, he's gonna go. So I'm gonna predict max Mindstorm into max airstream, max Knuckle. That didn't make much sense to me considering you're kind of expecting Toxapex, but I guess he figures, well, what max Knuckle? Why would you max Knuckle? Like, what would you even be predicting there? Because at this point, if he has max Knuckle, that means he has high jump kick, he has acrobatics, and I'm assuming he's gonna be fire move. It could be Sucker. It could be since he's max airstream, it's probably Zen Headbutt. So he doesn't have U-turn. But yeah, Gene Fireball. That doesn't set up the sun, but that's powerful. But I have Baneful Bunker, so I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him. Just like OU. But nah, I can't. It's Necrozma. My Corviknight is gonna be a really big impediment to his team, as you're gonna come to see. This guy seems like he likes to don't jump around and predict for no reason. He definitely seems like the type. Rocky Helmet plus Life Orb plus, I don't know if that's gonna be enough for Ozu. And so let me see. I definitely take a Zen from Cinder, but is that the wave? Sorry guys, I'm thinking. If he safeguard Volk, then I can't lose Mazu. Okay, I have to outplay him here. I knew it. I knew he'd Powerball, but it's still, come the fuck on, man. That's so fucking stupid. I'll have to just not let the Volk set up, or I have to set up, because I can destroy him with my Volk too, but I just have to set up before he does. And this was his only Volk answer, so I guess, I mean, I have 2 forms of defense. You know, the fact that he actually goes to the Volk, which is a big misplay. thinking if I should knock first. Yeah, knock's best because if he's quiver dance, knock off the heavy duty boots, and if he's safeguard, he can't knock me out. So if he's a psychic variant, right? Next, perfect. And so now I get to go to Blissey, and once I get up T-Spike, this Volt can't get away, right? And I get to stealth rocket too. Nice. So T-Spikes are gonna go a long way in this. I want this Hippo poisoned, in theory, right? These theoretical situations. I forgot I had the heal bell. That's so dumb, man. But you go hard picks. Since the rocks are up, Zen should be his play, but I won't die to that. And he dies to Life 4 plus helmet, and I can switch out into whatever, because Azu, rocks are up now, so Azu is done. Besides, Azu has done his job. I would have liked for it to do more, but the airstream threw me off. He's actually Rapid Strike, which a little concerning, but Surging Strikes. I wonder if he's choiced. What don't I need? Don't need Blissey anymore, since I know his Volk set. I'm max pegs. What's the rollout? There's no way I died to a potential Surging Strike. What I just don't want is for him to be Life Orb and knock out my Toxapex here, because then that's a waste of a Toxapex. Look at this team and look at Toxapex. Depending on what that Necrozma set is, you can't beat this. And so the best play is just to sag the Blissey to pivot out, because I can control pretty much everything else. But I am curious. Like, I highly doubt that it's even a chance. But your Shifu is no bitch, and I want to show it the well due respect. Not your Shifu. Damn. The Rapid Strike doesn't even get a set. Surging Strike's 27 to 32 if he's banded, and that's adamant banded. Let's assume that he is packing something. Okay. So it was just gonna Surging Strike there, which means you're fucked. Because once I get these T-Spikes up, it's a wrap. Should T-Spike here, but if he attacks me, no human attacks here. I have Baneful Bunker. Well, I mean, it didn't. That wouldn't have mattered, but you get the idea. The Baneful Bunker wouldn't have mattered. I look back at it. This Hippo should be poisoned, and it's gonna matter. If he depends on what he has. If he has Toxic, then maybe not. But if he has Whirlwind, then it might. So he has Yan, which means it will. But like, I'm annoyed that it's going to have to when it really shouldn't. And so he's gonna get to Earthquake my pecs here, and you know, blah blah. Rapid Strike's gonna what? He doesn't have Slack Off. This is why I'm even more mad that this thing, this damn thing got, please burn. Of course. That's why I'm even more pissed that this damn thing, the Skull did 57. He's definitely whirlwinding anyway. I should knock him out with Flamethrower anyway. But yeah, my Pex is low enough to where that Surging Striker could be annoying, but I'll Rocky Helmet him to where when I Quiver Dance, I sweep this guy. And that's all that I really need. Or I could Rocky Helmet, then trap him with Dougie, as he actually opts for Necrozma. I'm really not playing these games. I'm curious as to what his... I've just seen so many variants of Necrozma over time that I'm like, well, what's the new wave, you know? Like, what could this know that I'm not wary of? So it's Weakness Policy. Generally, the Weakness Policy variants don't have Heat Wave, huh? What the fuck is this? Then what was he gonna do to my Volk? Does he just not have a solution, and he's just, this is his like mode of operate? Like I don't know. Let's go Pex here, and then go back to Corviknight. I don't die to Heat Wave. I want to know what he has to hit my Pex. Like what is it? What was his plan versus Volk? Has he just given up? So he does have Photon Geyser. Okay, but that doesn't. That's actually really bad that he has Photon Geyser. I wish I had something to. Maybe he's special Photon Geyser. Maybe he's special. I'm so like, because Photon Geyser can go both ways. I've just not seen Necrozmas like this before. So let's get this damage off. It seems like he's physical though. That Heat Wave did nothing. So I actually could have roost stalled his Heat Waves. Man, I could have stalled out his entire Heat Waves. That actually really blows. I could have literally stalled out his whole Heat Wave. Now, yeah. Well, you live and you learn. Volk might be able to do this just by itself, by me Dynamaxing here. Problem is I have to attack him, and he's certainly weakness policy. I'm curious as to how much Photon Geyser is doing. Why did he autotomize? Man, if I could, what the fuck? What is this guy doing? Let me see how much. What is he doing? You have stab Photon Geyser. Maybe this guy doesn't know what's going on. Are you serious right now? Are you fucking this guy? And what kills me is it wasn't a prediction. He just didn't know. Now the game's not over because of that, but like it just is like, come on, bro. Now he very well could have just straight up lost here because Toxapex is just that annoying, and I don't think Aqua Jet will knock me out. Gonna max guard obviously to see what he's gonna do. He's surging strikes. Sun boosted. Oh, actually, I think either way. Oh, he was scarfed. That's actually kind of bad. That's kind of bad. So I needed him to go hard Volk there because I need his Lunala badly poisoned. Hopefully his Lunala is offensive. If it's heavy duty boots, then I probably lose. Because Dugtrio is gonna have to Shadow Claw that thing. You know, obviously he's just gonna Psychic here. He has a Roost though. That's not good. Which means he's gonna Quiver Dance here. I need to catch this and kill it. Yeah. I can't have you running around. Oh my god, that was a learning experience, that one right there. So we actually could have won the game. It just, again, it depending on what his Lunala set was towards the end. If it was heavy duty boots, I still could have won. It would just been a little trickier. I'd have to wait till I burn him and then got him low enough to where I could knock him out with Hex. But yeah, I gave my opponent way too much credit in that situation. And it bit me in the ass. If I Quiver Dance one time with the Volcarona, I swept him there. And then he tried to use a Scarf Urshifu to beat my Toxapex. You know how much Rocky Helmet he would have gotten in that. But, you know, I could have played better. Live and learn. But yeah, so in this one, Azu, pretty similar situation. This one should be a lot quicker and simpler and easier and all these wonderful things, wondrous things. I didn't even structure a game plan for this one. Corviknight's guard was saying 1, 2, 3. Blissey's 1, 2, 3. This actually was a pretty poor lead on my part, but I couldn't lead with anything else, primarily because of the What am I sweeping with? Volk. How important is it for me to toxic versus trick this? I think toxic is more important. He specs and teleports. Cinderace. Well, the Toxapex is painfully obvious, and I don't give a damn. So Max Knuckle. So I guess this is just the wave. The issue with this is your I think he might be Scarf. No, he's Life. I guess this is just the wave. Yeah, I guess this is just a wave, and that hurt. I'm on max defense. Should just max Mindstorm again. Max Knuckles. Do they not have fire moves now? But same rinse and repeat. He's in headbutts. I poison him. Problem with this Cinderace is he doesn't have the speed boost, and so once my Dugtrio comes in, it's a wrap. So it's just a matter of who I want to give up. And since Roxas, I've caught that Blissey isn't necessary any longer. I'll give him Bliss. 2 Powerballs. Because he sets up tight Psychic Terrain, like there's no chance of him even having Sucker Punch or anything like that. And he's fire locked. So Cinderace, the biggest threat to my team, apparently is gone. And once I get rid of the, because I have Baneful Bunker, so Dracovish can't even do, like, it can't run amok. And T-Spike go a long way in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna punish all these switches. Let me see that Galvantula. Yeah. Let me see that Galvantula. So the problem with this Galvantula is it wins. Fortunately, Dugtrio is low value. And so I am going to trap and remove this. I don't think I can get KO'd by anything he goes for. I don't even think Dugtrio's Spadef is no slouch. And so he's just a toxic Sticky Web variant. Sticky Web doesn't really help him in this game, considering the only thing that would really help with is Dracovish. And I already have the Pex in the back. So you're going to take Helmet. You don't even 2-hit KO. You know, it's such a shame, really. Since you're worthless, I was called on the off chance, because he does go to his Necrozma. These things, man, these things are always trippy. But since my Azu is alive, I don't think it matters too much, because it seems as if this one is Alrus, because the last one had Heat Wave. Necrozma seems worthless. I'll go, I'll try to, I can't trap this, I'm tripping. But I do have knockoff, you hate to see it. So he's probably just a bulky, like that bulky variant that I've run into, that I've used a couple times. But yeah. I learned quite a bit from that last guy. Because I only play Ubers once a week. Which actually makes it a little more fun. Because I was going to say, because I only play Ubers once a week, I'm low-key always learning the meta. Except last gen's Uber, I played it for such a, the metagame was so developed. And I wouldn't say stagnant, but just developed, I think is the word I'd use there. And so, you know, what was standard was pretty well documented. Though, you know, obviously metagames are always evolving. 17, 19, excellent. These are my kind of opponents. I just realized I'm almost 1700. I didn't realize that your boy was on the climb. 1700 is quite high in Ubers, so the quality of the opponent is going to be significantly better. Quag actually smacks this particular Volk set. But Volk is valuable nonetheless. Toxapex even more so, which is why his Hatterene is going to be a bitch. But my Azu is going to be just the bane of his existence. Most important thing to trap is that Hatterene. He's obviously going to try his best to not give me his Zacian, or so I thought. Quags, I mean, Corviknight's always going to be the play here. Corviknight literally guards against this, what kind of. He actually wild charged, so he is giving me his Zacian, which surprises me. I didn't think, maybe he has something that I'm not aware of to where he needed to catch my Corviknight. Or maybe he's just not thinking. I don't think that was the best trade, considering look how problematic Zacian is to me. Though it would be pretty rough to not get trapped. Like, I'll probably always make that situation be a situation. So toxic Quag, obviously Quag doesn't want to get toxic. Now I have Heal Bell on Blissey, so this is far it's not high risk. Dracovish Vicious Run here would make a lot of sense to me. The Oster Quag, that's fine by me. I Skull Spam hitting Hatterene, potential burn, nice. I am curious as to what this Hatterene has in store for me though. Because it's almost impossible for him to kill this Specs now, because he always has to switch to Hatterene on it, and it seems like it might be Life Orb or something. I can't deal with Psyshock, so let's see what he has. Trick Room. So it would have been better if I had gone hard Blissey. Blissey is just too good though. I don't need my Dugtrio anymore, because he can't Dynamax or else Blissey walls him if he has Psyshock, and I'm pretty sure Blissey's a Mon now, so you kind of always have to run Psyshock. But also, if he plays like this and I D-Max, because this is his only relevant D-Maxer, if I force the D-Max and then I D-Max my Volk in trade for Hatterene, that means I get to T-Spike up, which hampers the Quagsire, which means that my Volcarona is going to destroy him. So it's just, you know, strategic planning. Hopefully you guys are following. I think at this point I have very strong unconscious competence when it comes to explaining my thing, and so it's pretty hard for me not to narrate like this, which is interesting because they ever wonder, like, you know, does Jam talk like this, you know, outside of Mons, which I don't, but he does commit to the Dynamax on this and Max Mindstorms. Because he has Trick Room up, it's not wise of me to just let Volcarona get blown back. And so I'll Soft Boil here. G-Max might going for the confusion, but it's still, you know, I won't say a waste of a Dynamax, but a low-key a waste of a Dynamax. And so unless he has Psyshock, as I said, Soft Boil is just a better play. Yeah, Psyshock. I have to stall out the Psychic Terrain, that way Volcarona can come in and beat this. And so now Volcarona comfortably comes in. I can D-Max on him anyway. Ooh, probably shouldn't be playing around with these looks. Let's kill this. Trick Room is up. I Max Guard. Get rid of the Trick Room. I don't need to get rid. I don't need to Max Guard. Especially because I don't need to worry about status conditions with Blissey having Heal Bell, so Volcarona is always coming back, and so everything on his team is just trap bait. I go, especially with the Sun up, everything is trap bait. You might outrage hard, irrelevant. You get Rocky Helmet damage, which is right under the Sun, and so now we get to T-Spike, forcing Buzz, forcing whatever we want, honestly. Yeah, and so now you're at the mercy of. Toxic on this? No, but this probably has U-turn. I want him toxic. So he actually knocks, surprises me. Which forces the toxic. But if he goes to this might take longer than I intended to. So he actually went for defog, surprised me. I'll Soft Boil here. Now Stealth Rock, he can't do anything about me Stealth Rocking. You really just, so he does have U-turn, which is why I don't want Azu to be trying to trap this. He can't outrage, can't switch around because of the rocks. Well, the Dracovish can, but you know, He's suffering from Rocky Helmet Pex. Ooh. Did not expect that. Did not know that was a thing. So, that changes things a bit. Corviknight. Surprised he went Corviknight, considering this is like, I don't think this can touch me. I mean, might have Brave Bird. They generally don't, but perhaps this one does. Now that having Earthquake's a pretty big deal. So I'm assuming this has U-turn as well then, because this wouldn't make much sense. No, it's just body press. Okay. So ideally, I'd have to take the body press this turn, because if he iron defenses again as I protect here, I'll take more damage on that last body press. Well, if I protect here, Perishang drops to 2. Nah, yeah, body press gonna hurt, but I get a net. Like if I would have to protect this turn and then he'd escape, because I think that's how Whirlpool works. So Corviknight is gone and Pex is in. Why is my screen not clicking? Oh, he had fucking Shed Shell. Wow, very impressed. That was actually very, very impressive. He had Shed Shell this whole time, which means, fuck, that's actually, no. How did he get away? Oh, Whirlpool. What the fuck's Whirlpool? Oh, I didn't know that you could be freed from Whirlpool. You know, I didn't know that. So I just let his, because I'm like, I know I knocked off his item, but I'm like, how else would he escape? So I did not know you could get freed from Whirlpool, which means that I have to burn fish here, which I did not want to do. Now I guess he became aware of the fact that I probably did want to burn fish. Now Azu traps whatever I go into. Does T-Spike go get so the play is to hard whirlwind because he has to defog here. So I get the Corviknight this time. I didn't know that I made a mistake there. I did not know that you could get, so his body press is irrelevant now, but we want to get to as much health as possible because that Dracovish can earthquake us, so we want to position ourselves for success versus that Dracovish. So now I've learned from my lesson and I've caught the Corviknight body press, burn body press will literally miss. And so Corviknight's gone, 1 defogger gone. He actually aims for Ostromandibus, so he's trying to get rid of my leftovers. Problem with that is you leave yourself open for toxic, so somebody's getting toxic here. And if it's Dracovish, great. I haven't revealed toxic, so I can understand why you know, he'd go this route. Fishes Reno was a mistake. Yeah, it's over now. But I understand why he needed Blissey gone, because Blissey was stopping. But yeah, and so now it really doesn't matter what he even does with this Koram. What's his face? Because I just need to get toxic. Yeah, shit toxic here. Yep. Miss is tough miss. Problem is I just go toxic on your buzz. There's nothing you can do now. You can defog spam forever, but toxic knockoff. Yeah. Now my toxic pick just sits. Yeah. My toxic pick literally just sits because I rock spam here. Until you turn out into that Dracovish, you earthquake lock, and then soon it's over. Well, I can just Pex here. Yeah, I knew you turn out into Dracovish / Quagsire. It doesn't matter. but you know, my opponent is fighting, and I respect that. Obviously, T-Spike again here. Make sure that Quagsire is punished. I get killed by a crit quake. We don't want those problems. Though it's probably smarter just to go to Azu and kill one of his mons right now. Which is why he toxic last time. He's trying to catch my Azu. Because the moment I whirlpool this thing is done. Why can't I click my thing? This guy's trying to DDoS me, guys. Let's see. Okay, cool. My boy Honko Calc is up. Yeah, so obviously I'm faster, so it doesn't matter what he does. But he attempted to go for it. He's probably gonna stay in here. Doesn't matter. Again, Buzz. So let's get rid of one of his mons. And speed this up. Let's get another round of toxic and another round of leftovers. No drawback. What we could also do is stay in and spam toxic with Blissey too, but it's just Azu guarantees a mon being gone here. So he can't go Quag, he can't go Dracovish. So he has to knock off my item. He's like, okay, this leftovers have been problem this whole time. But yeah, this was a pretty tough matchup for my opponent. Like any competent, I don't think I necessarily outplayed my opponent. I just had the tools, you know, and I didn't misplay. I think a lot of times we forget that a battle can be won by simply just not misplaying, as I mentioned in the book. I believe that was in the mastery section. Knockoff makes sense there. So you should knock again. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you're getting punished by rocks every time you come in. So now I'm gonna take one of your Pokemon from you. So he gives me Mandibuzz, which makes sense. You know, you've already lost your rocks and da-da-da. So how annoying is Azu, ladies and gentlemen? It's funny because all I need to do is knock off his choice band, and he can't even beat Pex. Can't beat Azu either. Yeah. He's probably gonna go to his Quagsire. Doesn't matter what he does, but I really should whirlpool hard here. Yeah. Why not just whirlpool? Fishy Strain knocks me out. Can just whirlpool his Quag on the way in. I mean, when it comes in. Or just go hard. You get the idea, guys. I think repeating myself, I should Fishy Strain, yeah. I thought about it. I'm just gonna pretty much giving him a free mod. Like, we just dropped the song. It's been a while since I've seen a Perish song defeat as far as an end game. I actually did not think about that. I knew I had so many win cons that it was like, what? But yeah, that's where we're gonna end today's live. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. You already know I'm gonna put something chill in the background. We'll see if I'll do Gerudo Valley Flow or something like that today. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit the like button. Help the Academy grow. The Academy's been on the rampage. And we just getting started, man. So many great things coming for the community. Excited. Yeah, that's about it. Peace.